Charta list. Interesting, isn't it? The Charta list school exists in the 1920s. It's still active. It's producing a lot of journals and articles and stuff which you never hear of, and which you'll never find a mention in Samuelson or anybody else in any of the schools that we talked about. Why? They actually show that it is possible to have a monetary system that produces full employment and price stability, but at the condition you cross the wire, that the government issues the money. Whew. Taboo, taboo. Nobody talks about it. Okay? The guys are currently living in the University of Missouri of Kansas City, which is equivalent to what the Soviet system used for, I would say, Siberia. You send people there you never want to hear of again, and you make sure that they never can get a feedback to Obama or anybody else. Right? So, it is now possible, the full employment and no inflation. Academically, that school has not been challenged. And from what I study on it, they're right. Okay? Now, let me go a step further here. I don't agree with them for another reason, which I'll explain to you in a few minutes, which is the systemic nature. It does, what they really do is change the driver. Instead of Jason, they put, Jack, right? The government instead of the private sector, the same system. To me, that's still not the solution. Now, how many of you know the difference between the Nobel Prize of Economics and the other Nobels? Anybody? Yes? What is it?
It isn't a regular Nobel Prize.
Oh, what's irregular about it?
It's subsidized by the Central Bank of Sweden,
Oh!
which was dominated by monetarists.
Oh!
This social democratic
Gee!
Yeah. That is a sufficient answer.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Now, Paul Krugman told me personally that it was totally crazy to talk about the money issue. He said, have you not, we were both from MIT, okay? We were graduated in the same school. We had the same professors, right? And what he told me, didn't they tell you, never touch the money system? Never touch the money system. You could touch everything else. Never touch the money system. And the reason is there. You will not be invited in the right places, and you can kiss goodbye on the Nobel on anything else that is worthwhile getting. You're killing yourself academically if you touch the money system. And the way it's enforced is, among others, through this Nobel game. That's just one example. It's true for all the other things. Okay? And it's done very cleverly, because the reward for economics, everybody talks with the Nobel Prize of Economics, it doesn't exist. It is the prize of the Riksbank prize in honor of Alfred Nobel. And it's paid for by the central bank, and is decided by the board of the central bank.